Good morning, guys. So we are finally in the last part of Chapter 8 over hypothesis tests. So that's the IS number 17 notes. We're going to kind of follow that same pattern of Chapter 7 where we first talked about the basics of confidence intervals and then the proportions. And then in the next lesson we talked about means. It's the same idea for Chapter 8. We talk about the basics of hypothesis tests and then tests for proportions. And now in the last set of notes, we're talking about tests for means. So we have all of the pieces essentially. We're just learning how to put it all together in today's lesson. And hopefully you'll start to recognize that there are a lot of things that are similar between confidence intervals for means and then similar with hypothesis tests for proportions. So it's nice that we can kind of just pull all that together. So as you're going through, I just really want to make sure that you pick up on that 4-step process. I am going to expect that all of your homework problems, all of your test problems are done with that 4-step process. If you're leaving something out from that 4-step process, you are going to be missing out on points. I do want to talk a little bit about looking forward after this lesson as well. So Wednesday's lesson will start chapter 9, but our next test will be over just chapters 7 and 8. So we'll kind of follow that same process that we did back for the first test. We'll do, start the new chapter that will be on the test on Wednesday. The following Monday, which I think is April 6th, we'll do a review, and I'll send out some more details about what that will look like being online. I think I'm going to try a live Zoom meeting and use the whiteboard function there to do some recordings of that. But you can already see that there is a folder for that Monday, April the 6th, that has some review sheets in there. So it's got review problems from each section, and then also 2 different sheets that help you compare the formulas between proportions and means for confidence intervals and then for hypothesis tests. Just because there's a lot of formulas floating around, this comparison really helps us keep it all straight. And then we'll have our test on Wednesday, April the 8th. So what I'm anticipating right now is that I will make the test live right at 12:30 for the first section, or section 2, I should say, and then for section 3, it'll go live right at 2 o'clock. And then you'll have an hour and 15 minutes, just like we would if we were in a normal class, to work that out. If you have a printer where you can print it out really quick, that's fine, but I'm going to write the test so that it's not necessary that it's printed out, that you can just write your answers down on a normal piece of paper, and then you'll scan them in using your CAM Scanner app and get that back to me. I do want to make it really clear that you are expected to be available during that class time. So you need to be asking off work if you've decided to start working since we're online, so that you can be present at our normal class time for that exam, and also that will hold true for our final exam. Let me know if you have any questions about that, but because I'm worried about, to be perfectly honest, I'm worried about cheating, I'm going to stick with that hour and 15 time limit. And that means that I want everybody to be working on it at the same time, so that you can't share it with someone else who's taking the test later. That being said, you can also expect things to be a little bit different between section 2 and section 3. So if you have friends in the other class, keep that in mind. All right, guys, so I think that's it for our announcements coming up. Hopefully you've noticed that I'm keeping the homework register updated on Schoology, and then also a course content calendar has been uploaded that's current to what we're planning now with our online class. So let me know if you have any questions. Like I said, you can always message me on Schoology or send me an email. Either one is fine. Give me a day or two to get back to you. I've got a lot of emails coming in right now, but I certainly want to be able to answer your questions. Okay, see you guys soon.